Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. Nick is here. That's him. He's wearing a hat. He has some decor that I am enjoying. Nick, how are you, my friend? And tell me, why water?
Because I am tired and I haven't slept in 2 days. And water is the lifeblood that fuels me.
No, that's just called blood. Maggie's getting some ice. It's loud as fuck, but who cares? We're here for a great match. We got Will versus Jim. And I said it like that because Mike's not here, but Jim! I'm excited. Will debuted earlier this year. Hasn't gotten that win on his record yet, but playing very well in his debut and in teams this season. Jim is a mainstay, a fandom person that when I think about fandom people, he's been here forever. Literally, like, he played for titles with Koho, whether that was due to talent or Koho, it's yet to be decided. Only God knows. But we'll find out today how this goes. Nick, any thoughts?
So many, Tim, but let's get to the promo.
Okay. Let's get into the promos right now.
So, Will, I have a confession to make. I may or may not have popped an edible about an hour ago, and I'm really feeling it right now. So I might not be much more than moral support today, but I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty great, just in general, and pretty great about your chances today. So what do you think, my man?
I think I'm here to have fun. Jim's great. The last time I faced him, it went my way in teams. So let's have some fun today.
Oh, is that how many seconds I have, Nick? Okay, cool. Mike! Oh, he's not here. Brooklyn's not here either, so maybe I'll win this time. But I'm alone, so that sucks. But buy our shit. Mike.
All right, Nick. I didn't hear the promos because I was unclogging a toilet. What'd you think?
You'll have some thoughts on rewatch, Tim.
Great. I can't wait to edit this one. Nick, how's round number 1 going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Let's have some fun.
All right, then. Your first question comes in the category of Middle-earth. When Theoden is released from his trance in the Two Towers, Aragorn stops him from killing whom? Whom? I forgot to get the things I write with Tim. You got this?
Yeah, absolutely. 5, 4,
Good job.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
Go worm tongue.
And Will.
I said worm tongue.
Worm tongue, Grima, worm tongue. We can accept both of those answers. It's 1 apiece. Your next question is in the category of fandom quotes. Which Star Trek film features the quote, Ahab spent years hunting the white whale that crippled him, a quest for vengeance, but in the end, it destroyed him and his ship? I'm not going to lie, I saw the word Ahab and I almost said Ahab because I was like, ooh, this random Star Trek character. Like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then, oh, wait a minute. Captain Ahab from the book, motherfucker.
Yeah, this quote sounds like it was probably from literary work as well.
Let's go to Will.
I said Wrath of Khan.
Let's go to Jim.
I I said beyond.
Both incorrect. We're looking for first contact.
Okay.
Nick, what's next?
Your third question comes in the category of Marvel. What is the real full name of the mutant Cyclops in the X-Men series? Typos.
Your thoughts on the Cyclops, mythical creature?
Scary at first, probably pretty easy to defeat.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes.
you're done.
5.
You ever seen a Waterboy? It's like Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Hands down. Let's go to Jim.
Scott Summers.
And Will.
Scott Summers.
Both are correct. We stay tied 2-2 as we get into your next question in the category of horror icons. Neil learns that Amanda Kruger was Sister Mary Helena at what type of event in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors?
Helena, possibly.
Possibly. Could be.
Elena, as well.
It could be. Frankly, I like that translation. 5.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that is going to be Will's first repeat. Neil learns that Amanda Kruger was Sister Mary Helena at what type of event in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors? You a fan of San Diego? Jim, can we get your hands on screen?
Thanks, bud.
Are you a fan of the San Diego there, Nick?
In certain aspects. In
Oh,
others,
sorry, just that stand for South Dakota. My bad.
it actually stands for. Ooh, never mind.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Will
I said a funeral.
and Jim.
I think I went too broad with church service.
Funeral is what we were looking for. So Will will get that point, making it 3-2. He takes the lead. What's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Mission Impossible 3?
Not to be confused with Mission Impossible 2.
Could be confused with Mission Impossible 3.
Well, that's what I'm saying, not to be. So they shouldn't be.
Well, yeah, but what is should or shouldn't?
So am I a bad person? My 8
Yep.
month pregnant wife is outside picking up dog shit. Should I have like offered to do that? She just said, I'm going to go do that while you're doing the match. I was like, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. She didn't ask me to do it. Let's go to Will
Hans Zimmer.
and Jim.
Michael Giacchino.
Does that say Chimo?
Chi, 2 N's and an O.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Michael Giacchino is correct. So Jim will get that point. But weirdly enough, Will did confuse Mission Impossible 2. Hans Zimmer did too. So the next question is going to come in the category of Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features a potion that turns the main villain into a cat? Rough.
Bark.
Oh, sorry, I meant meow. My bad.
We thought it was
Jesus
the same
Christ, man. I can't spell.
I
thing I know what I know what he's talking about, and
I think so too.
I also struggle very much. With
Hands down. What word are you trying to spell, Jim?
Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah,
I think there's not enough R's or.
No, that's right. You got it right.
I also said Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, you got it right. There you go. You both are correct. It is 4-4.
All right. Your next question is in the category of Star Wars. Who gets dragged underwater by a mostly unseen creature inside the trash compactor aboard the Death Star in A New Hope? I always switch the second E and the O.
I do that too.
If it's Emperor or Emperor.
Emperor, right?
I think even now I'm unsure.
The dark side. 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hands down. Did I hear a repeat from Jim? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Question again. Who gets dragged underwater by a mostly unseen creature inside the trash compactor aboard the Death Star in A New Hope?
What?
No, never mind. You were saying?
I'm just distracted by Will's hot sauce sticker.
Oh,
5, 4,
interesting.
3, 2,
Heartbeat.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Will
I said Luke.
and Jim.
I said Chewie because I met him at Disney World.
Luke is correct.
Okay.
So Will takes a 1-point lead as we get into your next question in the category of DreamWorks. Who voices Roxanne Ritchie in Megamind?
Do you have a mega mind?
No. Well, I have a huge head, but I don't think the mind that's in there is mega.
So you're saying like lots of room, teeny, right?
Yeah.
You must be very susceptible to concussions.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim
I said Tina Fey.
and Will.
I also said Tina Fey.
That is correct. Still a close game, 6-5. What's next, Nick?
Your penultimate question comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. What part of his body does Caesar injure, which allows him and Will to meet the veterinarian Caroline in Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
I grew up next to a Caroline.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a talking ape. They're much more cool.
Was Caroline a talking ape? We haven't found out yet.
No. I mean, there's another kid on the block who is basically a talking ape, but that's not Caroline.
Is his name like Dunk or
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Will
I said arm.
and Jim.
Same.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for leg.
It's between the two.
All right. So your final question in this round is in the category of the Wizarding World. What class at Hogwarts has a different professor teaching it every new year that Harry attends in the Wizarding World?
So much is happening, Tim.
I know. Wow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a lot to write. I'm just saying.
Why, Jim? What's the answer?
Defense against the dark arts.
And Will.
Defense against the dark arts.
Can I see it? Sorry, Will.
Yeah, it's shitty handwriting.
Dark arts. I see it. I
Okay.
agree.
I agree.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That's really bad handwriting.
All right. So at the end of round number 1, I have Will in the lead, 7-6.
That's what I have as well, Tim.
All right. Let's get into round number 2. How's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Law and Order, DC, YA, Planet of the Apes, Wizarding World, Star Wars, MCU, and the Worlds of DC. Take it away, Tim.
All right. Will, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer?
Jake, what do you think?
I think you should go second.
Okay, I will concur with that.
Okay. Then this will be the spin for Mr. Jim.
Jake, what do you think other than I'm so high right now? Oh my god.
Is Jake high right
No, that's
that's
Towley.
right.
Jake is not Towley.
DC.
I'll respin.
Okay.
Yeah, Tim, that's why I said you're going to want to rewatch the promos.
Oh, I forgot he wasn't here for that.
And Wizarding World. Wizarding World is what Jim.
Boathouse.
All right. So Nick, will you please read Jim his questions of the Wizarding World?
Gladly, Jim, are you prepared for your questions in the category of the Wizarding World?
Sure.
All right, your first question. In which Wizarding World film does a Hogwarts employee get sent to Azkaban prison for something they did not do?
That is going to be Hagrid going for opening the Chamber of Secrets. So Chamber of Secrets. Final answer.
Yep, that is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Sirius Black in the Wizarding World?
Gary Oldman.
That's correct for 2 points. Your third question. What position does Ron play on the Gryffindor Quidditch team in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
Keeper.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. What does Harry win from the first task that contains a clue as to what the second task is in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire?
It's a golden dragon egg.
That is correct for 2 points. And Jim, your final question. Who gets captured and brought to a German prison in Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore?
I didn't see that one, so multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are, is it A, Queenie, B, Lally, C, Jacob, D, Theseus? And Tim, take it from here.
Jacob.
That is incorrect. Will, chance for a 1-point seal. Your options again are A, Queenie, B, Lally, C, Jacob, D, Theseus.
Theseus.
That is correct for 1 point. So at the end of Jim's turn, he gets his total up to 14 to Will's 8. So we'll bring back the wheel. And Nick, I know you're hidden, but if you can hear us, spin the wheel for Will. Nick, please spin the wheel.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Lands on YA.
I would take that.
I would take it.
I think this one's pretty solid for you.
I think so.
You're in a good spot right now, so I think you can do well with this. Let's go.
Let's keep it, yeah.
All right. Will, I will be giving you your questions in the category of YA. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Which YA film features a character with control over the 4 elements?
Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2.
That is correct for 2 points.
Character's name is Aang.
Your next question, Will. Who plays Jorge, the surrogate father of Brenda in the Maze Runner series?
Giancarlo Esposito.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What district are the tributes Finnick and Mags from in the Hunger Games Catching Fire?
Oh, no. District 4?
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
And a tie game.
Nope.
What?
I don't have a tie game.
14-14. Your next question, Will. In The Maze Runner, why does the group exile the runner Ben to the maze?
Because he was stung by a griever.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. And your final question in the category of YA. In Divergent, who throws knives in Triss's direction while she stands in front of a target and is not allowed to flinch?
4.
Oh my God, whoa, 4. That is correct for 2 points, bringing Will's total up to 18. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, let's get into round number 3. How's it going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3? All right.
Let's do this.
All right, the first category you can bet points on is Planet of the Apes. Let's get bets starting with Jim.
Jake said not to bet anything, so I didn't bet anything.
And Will.
0.
Okay. Stats only. Your question is, name one character from Rise of the Planet of the Apes who shares their name with a character from 1968's Planet of the Apes. I'm a big fan of Multiplex.
You know what I'm not a big fan of, Tim?
What's that?
Writing questions that don't matter.
Oh, I was going to say, well, then we're out of business. if you're not a fan of writing questions, well, then we're fucked. 5,
That's fair.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
Apollo.
No. And Will.
Bright Eyes.
Yeah, that's correct. But you bet 0. So 14 to 18, it remains. Nick, what is the next category?
Next category you can bet points on is Law and Order.
Let's get bet, starting with Will.
2.
And Jim.
Why did you write out 2? I'm going to bet 0 again.
Dude, my handwriting is so shitty, as we've seen already.
Nick,
Your
what's
question in Law and Order. Which director cameos as the hacker Warlock in Live Free or Die Hard?
Let's all go to it's boom boom.
Let's go make some law now.
Oh,
Yeah. Some law.
5, 4,
Oh, that's douchebag walking down the hallway.
1. Pens down. Jim.
Michael Bay.
No. Will.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith is correct. So it is 20 to 14. 3 questions remaining. The next category you can bet points on is the Wizarding World. Let's get bets, starting with Jim.
That's not everybody's strong suit. 2.
Will.
1.
All right. Your question in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Harry Potter film features Filch concluding that there is a student out of bed at night when he finds the lantern they were using that's still hot? You ever seen a hot lantern?
That Reynolds fella, he's
Ooh.
quite attractive, I must say.
I like that candlestick from Beauty and the Beast. It's not as not quite a lantern, but it's close.
What the fuck is going on?
I made a Green Lantern.
4, 1, pens down. Let's go to Jim.
I decided to be funny and try and write the one that's easier to spell, and I think I still spelled it wrong.
And Will.
Sorcerer's Stone.
And your winner, Will Cohen. Sorcerer's Stone is correct. Nick, thoughts on this chaotic evening?
It is 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock for you right now.
Yeah, 3:02.
3:02. Good times to be had by all. Close match. I think Jim played very well, in my opinion. I think up until that steal was really the difference maker, but like they were neck and neck, and I think Will is someone who could be very good at this. Had some bad luck in his round 1 when he played someone who turned out to already be very good at this. So I think Will's future is bright. I definitely thought we'd see him turn his loss around from the beginning of the year, and he's done that today. I think Jim showed promise to maybe tack on some more wins in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into post-match interviews. We'll start by talking to Jim. Nick.
4.
Donkey.
Theseus.
Jacob. Jim, good job. We'll see you next time. No, thoughts on the match today?
I think I played good-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet 0 on the in the last round, but I would have missed both of them anyway. So
I agree.
Not a bad bet. So
you know yourself very well.
And I'm still not sure if I spelled philosopher right or not, but
it's
cool.
Okay. We know what you mean.
I'm pretty sure I would have spelled sorcerer wrong too. So
you got emperor right.
Yeah.
That's somehow it returned. So
Jim, we're past the frenzy now. Your teammate Brooklyn, you don't know this yet because it hasn't debuted. Your teammate Brooklyn did quite well, very well. He almost won you a number 1 contender match.
But then he didn't.
But then he didn't. So do you want to be teammates with him anymore?
I don't think so. Probably not. Because he tried to leave out on me before the frenzy, and then the frenzy happened, and then if he didn't win that, then what's the point?
That's a good point, Jim. I think we might just see you before the summer, maybe with a new teammate. I don't know if the I's have been dotted and the T's have been crossed, but that's a fun little tease. We'll definitely see you again.
I don't even know what you're talking about. All right.
I think you did great. We'll see you next time as we bring in our winner today. 4. Will Cohen. Will, good stuff. Clearly know your YA. Clearly know yourself in the betting round, when to trust yourself, when you don't need to trust yourself. You played very strategically smart is the point I'm getting at. You outpaced Jim, who played a very good match, which shows that you're capable of beating people on their good days. That's definitely step one. You turned around your loss to Ryan from the beginning of the year, which, as I said, you were playing someone who could go on to be very, very good in the future. So rough first match, but definitely great second match. How you feeling?
I feel great. Going into this one, I thought it was going to be a very interesting match because, as I mentioned before, Pinheads played Grim. However the fuck you pronounce their name, Gondor, Premiulon, or whatever the fuck their name is.
You got it.
It doesn't matter anymore. They're probably, it sounds like they're dead anyways. But going into this, I thought it was very interesting because Jim is clearly the talent of that team, and everyone said that Jeremy was the talent of Pinheads, or at least more so. So I'm glad I actually kind of showed people today what I'm actually capable of, instead of going against someone who's been in the fucking leagues longer than I even knew about the leagues. So, but no, I'm very proud of my performance today. I made a couple stupid little mistakes in round 1, but I think I made up for it in round 2 and 3. So, what are you going to do?
Agreed. Jake, thoughts on Will's first win?
I'm really happy for him. I know he was pretty down after having to go up against Ryan, and still playing pretty well against Ryan. It's just Ryan has also been around these leagues longer than Will knew about them. So it's a little bit of a misnomer, him being a rookie, but Will played really well today. I think he showed a lot of versatility in terms of his knowledge, and it was a good thing that it's always good when both players spin essentially spinner's choice, and then do well, and it's just a matter of who knows their strength better. And Will had thankfully seen all of the movies, so in Jim's strength, so it paid off. But yeah, I've been rambling a little too much considering my state of mind. So
You're actually pretty good. You're actually not bad.
I think you have. Trust me, you have not been talking as long as you think you have.
I agree. But we will see you back. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you again after the summer. Gonna be some good stuff coming there. Tim, put a bow on it.
Great match. Always lovely to see Will, Jake, and Jim, and you, Nix. Thank you for writing this one. Thank you to the players and the managers. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time with another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. Until then, have a good one. Bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.